Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself world. I got a package here in the mail. This is cool. Elemake keyless fingerprint smart door lock. This is really cool. It's got Wi-Fi app control, touchscreen keypad combination entry, fingerprint unlock, and a key. No more ever leaving a key in and locking yourself out. That is really neat. It's hard when you have a family and people are coming and going and running to and fro, and sometimes somebody locks the door without having a key. It can happen. It does happen. Oh wow, there's gloves. Interesting. Huh. Fingerprint keyless smart lock. Hey, you might lose your key, but you can't lose your fingerprints. How cool is that, huh? I am actually anxious to get this set up. I don't know what the white gloves are for, though. I'll have to see. Wow, that's hefty. That is got some heft to it. That's like really impressive. Interesting. And there's your all kinds of hardware, everything needed to mount that. There's some screws. There's your what do you call that on the inside of the door frame? 2 keys and a USB cable. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to have to check this out and I'll be back in a minute. Look at this instruction sheet. That is no joke. Some companies don't send you much of instructions at all. This is two-sided. This is no joke. I like it. Everything you need to know. Alright, so the first thing you do, make sure the keys work. Before you do anything else, they suggest, oops, don't worry about the piece that just fell off. The key turns smooth. It's awkward in my hand just trying to do it. Not sure. I guess it's going to be easier to know what I'm doing when I get that together. Well, that definitely does something. Okay, well the key turns smoothly. So the key works. Put that back in there. This cap fell off because I took the tape off. We'll come back to this later. I'm just going to put that aside. And right now I have to remove 2 screws up inside here to take this apart. And then I'm going to match it up and make sure it's going to fit on my house. Well, this slides apart and the wire comes out through the middle. Okay, now this can slide off. Alright, I'm not going to take it fully apart until I get over to the house. And then I'm going to see if I can fit that in our house lock. I am loving this thing a lot. I don't use the key. We still got to get my wife programmed in. But if you rub the back of your hand across there, the keypad shows up. And you can enter this with a key code. Whoops, I didn't mean to. But you can type in a key code, which I'm not going to demonstrate because I'm not going to show you my number. You can also use the key to open this, which works fine. And you can also use a thumbprint. So watch this. All I got to do, and this is my favorite. I love this so much. I come up on here and I set my thumb on. And after a couple seconds, the top circle turns green. I get a green light here, and I get a deet tone telling me that it's unlocked. only briefly. In locked mode, it actually just turns and will not open the door. You can set it to always locked or always unlocked. Right now we have it set for always locked. We never forget to lock the house. No matter what, the house is always locked behind us. Whoops, waking it up again. When you go to bed at night, you don't have to ask, did you lock the door? I don't know, did you lock the door? No, the door is locked. Always. I love it. But let me do that again. I just walk up here, set my thumb on, and it opens. You got just a couple seconds though, and then it re-locks that door. But that's fine. Works great. I mean, it's enough time to enter in, and I really, really love this. There's another way to open this door, to unlock this lock, and through the app on your phone, which I don't have in front of me right now, but you can open up your phone and sync up with Bluetooth and click unlock or click lock right on the app, which is cool. Now on the Smart Life app, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can also control other devices with it, but this one comes up as Yelock, Y-E-L-O-C-K. It took me a minute to find it, but I got it when I was installing this. Now I'm not sitting next to the lock, I'm in my office, but if there was a Bluetooth connection and a sync up with the lock, then this circle would allow me to simply press and lock and unlock the door, which is really cool. It's given me a low battery alarm too, which is very good to know. I have been using it quite heavily with the thumbprint and the thumb fingerprint option, and I mean heavily. I like it a lot, and I've used the battery down a little bit. Another thing I should mention is you can connect this to Alexa. I'm trying to say it wrongly. Nope, she heard me anyway. No, go away. So you can hook it up to your devices and control the lock through that as well. There's another feature I love about this very much. On the app on your phone, this also syncs with Wi-Fi. And on the app on your phone, it'll tell you who will open the door and when the door was open. You can get alerts no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have cell phone connection. You can get alerts that somebody entered your house. I like that a lot. That means top security. That increases our security here on the homestead. No matter what, we can always be safe and sure that nobody's entered our house. And we have had people in our house before when we were gone, and it makes me very nervous. Now having the security to know that if anybody opens the door, we get an alert. I like that. Another thing I love so much about this, so often we've been going away somewhere and my wife will shut the door and lock it and then ask me, do you have the keys? No. Do you have the keys? No. Well, never again, because you either punch in your key code or go your thumbprint and open the door. Never again are you going to get locked out of your house. I like that. Unless you lose your fingerprint and lock your keys in the door. And then you might ask, what if the batteries go bad? Well, you should always make sure that you got good batteries. By the way, it says do not use rechargeable batteries. And I will tell you now, it is a bad thing to use rechargeable batteries. These tend to run a little bit bigger in size, round, than the standard. I would say use alkaline batteries for long life. I put top brand name in here, alkaline batteries, for long life of the batteries. The rechargeables get jammed up inside, and that was a nightmare. I tried 2 different brands, and they both jammed up, and I would strongly advise you do not put rechargeable batteries in here. Pay attention to what they say. They said it for a reason. They know what they're doing. So absolutely no rechargeables in here. I would use alkaline only and not dollar store ones. Let's say, you know, all else fails, the battery does die, you don't have your keys, which, you know, that would be an inconvenience. But there's still a USB charging port on here, down on here, where you can put a external power bank, temporarily energize the device, and get in. So they even thought of that. If you lock yourself out and forget your keys, and the batteries are dead, which again, never allow the batteries to go dead. Always keep them fresh. But if all of that happens, you can still get in. So they thought of that, and it's really good. And again, being Wi-Fi, somebody might think about your security or whatever, but hey, if somebody enters it, you're going to get an alert. I like it a lot. I feel a lot safer and a lot more secure now with this lock on our house. So please do like this video. Check out the link down below, because this is really awesome. I can rave about it. Every time I walk up to the house, I say, I love this thing. I love it so much. You can program all your family members in here. Everybody can have access their own accounts, and it'll keep track of who comes and goes and when. Everybody can have their own apps on their phone. I really like this. And with our 5-year-old daughter, we can set it during the day if we're here, in and out, in and out, in and out all the time. We can set it to always unlocked, so she doesn't have to mess around and fumble with trying to open the door. And I'm certainly not giving her the combination so she can share with friends accidentally. You know, 5-year-olds, you just can't be sure what they might or might not say, or even sing a song with the number so that they can remember it better. Nope, not going to happen. So really convenient, really awesome. Go ahead and get yourself one, guys. I strongly recommend it, and I really love this thing a lot.